here's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You talk about this Lions defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the number 1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. They get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. That's good.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-over throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now it's gone. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe...
Blitz coming, down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chicago.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Williams. To the sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Back to the running game with Swift. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He's got this complete to Burden. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago!
Touchdown, Chicago.
Luther Burden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Able to slither by. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Goff.
10 yards to go.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions first down.
Goff now looking to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Goff throwing again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Williams, incomplete.
Goff now looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
At the Bears' 39-yard line.
Now Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
That's good. We're on Lions. 1st down.
Goff now, throw.
27-yard line.
Throw over the middle, finds Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
It's complete to Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, And now that's a first down.
180.
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Bears first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing is Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Swift into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. That's caught left side, Burden. Touchdown Bears! Luther Burden with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
For Chicago.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 50, it's gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Again, Goff. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our tour...
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at the play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We said we use them to start the second half and get us going.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Lions first down.
There's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Pick up a 6. Brings up second and 4.
To the air again. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. There's Goff. It's Williams on the catch.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw outside, caught by Laporta. And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Well, they were down down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Gone. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. We're on the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Lions at 1st down.
To throw is gone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now to throw. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Lions.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Williams going to sneak it. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. The offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
To the air, Williams.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up third down now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Williams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Goff now looking to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second and goal from the 1.
Gibbs again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now the Bears down by 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late.
Here's Williams.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
Williams pass. Complete to Burden.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. To throw, Williams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
42-yard line.
Cut. 120.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Gets this to Moore. Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Williams pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Lions, they make amends for their Week 1.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them choppers cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Running them special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She mayonnaise and burger, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's the touchdown king from 2024, Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to swing it out to him in the right flat, but then watch him go to work. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's a guy who took a big step forward last year, Bijan Robinson. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Falcons get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Washington Commanders. And as Mike Tirico says, it's the most poetic of combinations, love to Romeo. Romeo Dobbs. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Packers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.